Good morning, everyone. Welcome into North Dakota today. Regular visits with a pediatrician create strong, trustworthy relationships among the pediatrician, parent, and child. So, to prepare your own child to be able to navigate their adult health care, pediatricians will ask the parent to allow some time alone with the adolescent patient. Dr. Hansen is joining us here this morning to tell us the importance of that exact moment during a checkup. Good morning.
Good morning.
Nice to have you.
Thank you.
You know, this is a really big topic. A lot of parents wondering at what age am I allowed to say, okay, I'll leave the room, go ahead and speak with the doctor.
Yeah, you know, this catches a lot of parents off guard because we really start encouraging this in early adolescence, around age 12. And a lot of parents are surprised and thinking, oh gosh, this is too early. I don't know if I'm ready for this.
Well, a lot of parents, you know, see the baby and never really think they grow up. So
Right.
all the time, that's my baby. But why is this one-on-one time so important?
Yeah, you know, really, we've all got the same goal. We want to help guide our children into becoming independent adults who can advocate for themselves and, you know, take the lead on their own care.
So is the question you get asked, is it that time already?
Sometimes, or just why? What are you going to talk about?
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of suspicion about what's going to happen during that time.
And so that is common, you're saying, that suspicion. So how does a pediatrician really navigate that?
Yeah, well, you know, I understand it as a parent, and, you know, you're so used to driving everything for your child and making a lot of their decisions for them. So it really does help if you have a pediatrician that you trust, someone that you've been seeing for long term, that you know has your child's best interests at heart. So that's a good first step. And then I think it's okay to ask questions, to say, you know, what's the reason for this if you don't understand, or why are we going to do this? From the pediatrician's perspective, you know, really this is all about developing that relationship with your child, making sure that they feel safe and comfortable in our environment, and that they know their doctor is someone they can trust to help them out in the good times and in the challenging times.
Okay, so we're navigating maybe parental suspicion, but what about on the other hand, if the child themselves does not want to do that?
Yeah, you know, I'm never going to force a kid or a parent to do something that they're really uncomfortable with. That wouldn't get us anywhere. But really just talking to the kid a little bit ahead of time about what the purpose of that conversation is and what they might expect.
So is a big reason as to why they don't want you to just simply that the parent thinks they're too young?
Yeah, they think they're too young, or a lot of parents feel like they should know everything that is going on in their child's life. And to have that feeling that they might not know everything is a little bit scary.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is for a lot of you even watching now thinking, oh goodness, no, it's not that time already, is it? But really, let's just circle back and reiterate why that purpose and why it's so necessary for that one-on-one time. Well,
so pediatricians and physicians who care for kids are really skilled at understanding what's appropriate for kids at various developmental stages. And we think about that a lot during babyhood. You know, are you walking on time? Are you talking on time? But there's some important things that need to happen during adolescence that are part of development too. And part of that process is learning how to separate from your parents, learning how to be independent and how to advocate for yourself. So this is just a baby step, training wheels you might think of on how to do that and how to practice having a conversation with an adult, being honest about what's going on in your life. And then if there are tough things that need to be talked about, maybe your pediatrician can help you bring that to your parents in return.
Yeah, and really help facilitate that conversation. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I love how you explain things. It's so easy to understand, so we do appreciate that when you come on. What would be your best advice for any parents out there really kind of questioning this in their own lives right now?
Yeah, you know, I think it's okay to be nervous. It's okay to ask questions. Don't be ashamed of how you're feeling in that moment, but also be willing to understand the goals behind it and say, you know what, we're all on the same page. We all want what's best for this youth, and we want to help them grow and develop in a way that's appropriate and supportive.
Okay, wonderful. And where can folks go to find any more information about Sanford?
SanfordHealth.org is the place. You can find really anything you need to about your health, or if you want to make an appointment, that's a good place to go.
Okay, Dr. Hansen, always wonderful and enlightening to have you on the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, coming up right here on today's show, we're talking about an artist, Judah Haley. He's touring. He stopped by Fargo during his route, and he is in studio. We hear from him up next after the break.